Hi guys, Frank with Tiny Plastic Spaceman here, and we're unboxing my Kickstarter pledge for the World of Smog, Rise of Moloch from Cool Mini or Not. Yes, so here is the box, all ready to be unboxed. Rise of Moloch, World of Smog, box 1 of 1. And I think it even says what backer number I was, number 188,017. And yeah, I'm in the UK. That's just where I'm at. So I think I got the shipping notification after I actually received it. I got it today and got the shipping notification just a couple hours later. So typical kind of come on sort of thing. Very funny and weird. But anyway, let's crack this open, and I'll cut the top of the box open and we'll take out all the goodies. Okay, so here we are. We're cracking it open. Bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. Ooh, first thing is the Kingdom Death Monster tie-in, the Twilight Night alternate sculpt, the Embassy World of Smog expansion, and then we've got the main box set, and then it looks like something else. I can't remember what exactly is in there. So there's the main box, and we'll crack this open in just a minute. 63 miniatures, 2 to 5 players, that's good for my group, 5 hero dashboards, 14 villain dashboards, and then you get all these monsters and stuff. So it should be pretty cool. Looking forward to this one. Although we did just get Green Tide and started Kingdom Death and got Rising Sun last week, which you can check out the unboxing for that. Loads and loads of stuff. So lots of games to play and not all that much time. So these are the Arcanist extras. As you can see, that's it for what I received. I didn't add on tons and tons of things. I pretty much usually go for the standard Cool Mini or Not setup, and don't really add a huge amount of optional extras. So let's get this stuff out of the way, and we'll crack these open. Alright, so we've got the main game, the Arcanist extras, the Embassy expansion, and the Kingdom Death expansion here. So let's go through the main game first. Just open this up. Nicely packaged already. Look at that. Very thematic game rulebook. So lots and lots of stuff to read and various characters. So it looks pretty cool. A bit like Clue there, doesn't it? Now I have to be honest, I haven't watched any of the game videos or anything, how to play. Authorized readers only. That's interesting. Here's the main rule book. This is the campaign book. That's the main rule book. So let's have a flip through of that. It's a cool, look at that. Very, very steampunky. Werewolves and flintlocks. So that's all the stuff you get in the main box. And this stuff. Lots and lots of goodies, and very, very cool. So if you've seen that show Penny Dreadful, that seems to be a lot what this is like, but with a very big steampunk element, obviously. There's werewolves, there's vampires, and stuff like that. There may not be that many of these guys with the fezzes wearing, you know, like steam belching stuff, but yeah. Okay, so here's all the game boards. Let's pop these open. So yeah, here's the game boards. There's the round track to keep track of things. Double-sided, so you have like a map of old London and a bunch of things going on there. Setting London on fire. Interesting. Nothing on that side. Nothing on that side. So these are some sort of dashboard. It's another tracker. So round track and this. Ether. And here's a bunch of punch boards. So these are the various rooms and things. Looks like some demolish icons. And, you know, typical... Oh, look at that. That's great. Typical Cool Mini or not, I mean, the graphics look amazing, obviously. Loads and loads of tokens and things like that. Exit kind of reminds me of Zombicide. So this one I've just unwrapped these as well. So these are different locales, it looks like. Cobblestone here, and then obviously double-sided in a church or something, or in a school. Yep, clowns. Whoa, look at that. That is amazing. That's really, really good. More demon-y stuff. And again, all of these are double-sided. So they are actually numbered, a bit like Zombicide, so T1B, T2B, etc. So obviously you lay them out according to the mission or whatever you're doing. So these are the hero, or no, these look like villains, or are they heroes? I'm not sure. But these are obviously dashboards. So pretty cool. Oh yeah, this must be the heroes. Again, I know almost nothing about the game, but we learn as we go. That's what we do in our group. And here's the bad guys. Flaming Zombie, Lamia, Moloch Spawn, Royal Guard Zombie, Titus, Madame Edwarda, with a something underneath her skirt. And on the other side, more bad guys. So these are different guys. There's killer clowns. Emerson, I did see. So Emerson is double-sided. So that's interesting. I wonder if they're... Yeah, same stats on both sides. Oh no, different things here. So yeah, I don't quite know exactly what's going on there. And again, really nice layout here. So you have like a well for just for these cards. Bags are included with little wells for those, and all of the cards have their own little wells as well. So that's very, very cool. So there's chaos cards, gear and equipment, nemesis power, and torment cards. So those all go in their own little spaces, as you can see here. So that's pretty cool. Always like ease of organization. So these are info cards that tell everybody what happens, so you don't have to pass the rulebook around. These are super, super handy. I love that modern games have this sort of thing. Very, very handy. And obviously these are standees for the different card information. And then here's got a bunch of obviously custom dice. It wouldn't be a modern board game without custom dice. So let's take the tray out and see what's in this. This should be really cool. So these are all of our miniatures in a double tray setup. You can see the two trays. So there we are. And we've got some extra wells here, empty wells, these 3 spaces. I'm not sure exactly who they're for, but for expansions. So these are bad guys, obviously. There's the Hammersmiths, the Guard Zombie. There's the various bad guys there. I think they're bad. Those are all the bad guys. Oh, and little killer clown guys. So you can see those. And then here's the good guys. So you have, it's very, very hard to see because of the color of the plastic and stuff like that, but you can get an idea of what they're going to look like. And usually, I mean, to be honest, I usually get the Cool Mini or Not games because of the models. So these will be quite interesting. Kind of looks cool. Always the half skeleton or half zombie guys always are the funniest, I think. Okay, so that is the main set. So let's put all this away and we'll get to the expansion. Right, so here is the Arcanist Extras. So it's a whole complete extra campaign set. So there's the table of contents and all the stuff that you get in it. So it's looking really awesome. Of course, all the fluff and the narrative of all the various models, and there's more and more, all the information there. Different missions, of course, included with every campaign, and you get different information and maps for each one. So this one here is all about the Reform Club mission, the Egypt Club mission, and there's the big final battle. It's pretty cool. Look at that guy. Jeez. That's crazy looking. And there's a gigantic, huge map for that one. And another one for the next one. So that's really cool. And then here are the boards for it, the extra boards that come. You have some funky eggs, and of course you got your different, just the two things. A bunch more of these hero dashboards, so they are double-sided. Didn't show that on the other ones, but you have all the information for the character, and then your character's information, well, background and information, so you can play the game. Cool dice bag, can't go wrong with that. Some more cards for just for the expansion, and then here's all the monster cards. More killer clowns, and of course they're double-sided. Some black dice. They look the same as the other dice. These cool, like gem markers, they're pretty neat, aren't they? Gears, of course, because it is steampunk, and then a colored insert that's all the same color. So, we've got quite a lot of stuff here. There's actually lots of space underneath this for putting stuff, I guess. So here's a bunch of these are the new heroes. So we've got a British Bulldog. I don't know the names of these guys, but here's a guy with a big rotary gun. A lady with a Victrola. Guy with an African mask. And here's somebody, I think was this H.G. Wells? I can't remember, but somebody popping out of a thing. This is one of the coolest models that I remember seeing in the campaign. That's really, really cool. So just a real quick look at these guys. These are the new monsters. So there's a flat tray that sits on top. And then you get a bunch more of these clown figures. This has got to be one of the coolest ones. A baby stroller with like all these tentacles coming out. It's great. I mean, the art is just really cool. Can't wait to paint these up. Of course, I have a million models to paint, but you know, that's half the reason, like I said, why I get these guys. Really, really cool stuff. And these are hard plastic, well, plasticky resin. They're not shiny plastic. They're not like bones. They're quite a lot different. And these are multi-piece. You can see that there's a connection there. So there's one piece, two pieces, three pieces, at least 3 or 4 pieces just in this one model. So I'm not sure how they're assembled or attached. I can't remember if they're plastic or resin, sorry, but yeah, they look really good. So we're going to put all of these away, and we'll get to the Embassy expansion. So here is the Embassy expansion for the World of Smog. So this is obviously a smaller box. And just like the other expansion, we have a campaign book just for this, but it shows you what you get. And it gives you the background of the villains, and the introduction, and the extra chapters. So all the maps that you have to lay out. It's pretty cool. And so here's your game boards. So 2 new hero dashboards. That's an interesting looking guy. You can see he walks on his hands somehow. So there's the background information again, and the game information for those guys. And here's new, you get 1 whole new tile, double-sided of course, and then all of these walkways, which is pretty cool. So it makes it a lot different than the other one, or not walkways, they look like sewers actually. And they're double-sided, so you have corridors or alleyways and sewers. And then you have, looks like barricades or doors or something like that. And then we've got a couple more. I don't know if these are special or not. They seem to be. I think these are T-junctions. See, this is there's no walls on the side there. And then we get more of the monster cards and the gear cards, or these are mutations actually. And then we take the models out. We'll just take a quick look, and it looks like we get base rims for the models for some reason. And here are the new models and monsters. So there's the 2 heroes, and then all the monsters are in yellow, just like all of the other ones. That's really cool. The Infected Bobby is what he's called. He's the top card, that's why I know that. He's got tentacles just like sprouting out of him, and he's got this surprised look on his face. Really cool. There's a bunch of those guys. So no clowns in this one, just lots of the Infected Bobbies, and then these 3 special monsters. Look at this guy. Very, very steampunky with that long legs. Okay, so that's that for the Embassy expansion. And now we've got the Twilight Night, the World of Smog, Kingdom Death crossover. And if I remember right, there were a few other crossovers. This is kind of the way things are going with various things. There's like Kingdom Death had a Pathfinder and a bunch of other crossover models. So this is a special new character. One of the heroes. So yeah, the horrors she had escaped were so insane and twisted that to walk the dark places of London seemed to her like a walk in the park. And if you played Kingdom Death Monster, you would know what that means. It's absolutely insane. So there's not a lot to show in this one. You get a few cards, the model, and that dashboard. Looks like literally 1 card. Let's crack it open. Yeah, the 1 card. And you have an activation of the club. So, don't know what that is, but there's the model. Not a lot to see. Interesting that this sort of looks like the faces of the base inserts for the game, for Kingdom Death. I do like the Assassin's Creed type sword attached to the arm. That's quite cool. And of course it's a pin-up, so there's lots of skin. So that is it for my World of Smog Rise of Moloch unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give us a thumbs up. Check out the other unboxing videos that are in the playlists and up there in that top right corner. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, just leave them in the comment section down below and I will answer them as quickly as I can. So I do hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I know it's just literally just opening boxes and showing them to the camera, but if you did, please check us out on Facebook. Just search for Tiny Plastic Spaceman. On Instagram, we are TPS Painting Studio. And on the web, it's www.tinyplasticspaceman.com. So that's it from me, from Frank, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.